Hello, class. We're going to start math out today with playing our jumping game. So find some space that you can hop around, and I'm going to give you some combinations. Now, some of these combinations will have both addition and subtraction in them. So listen carefully. Shout out your number as soon as you know it, and then see if it matches what I say. Are you ready? Here we go. 3, jump, plus 3, plus 2 equals 8. Did you get it? All right, here's another one. This one's long. This one has 5 digits. You ready? Here we go. 4 plus 3 plus 1 plus 2 plus 2 equals 12. All right, let's do another one. 2 plus 2 plus 3 plus 2 equals 9. All right, ready? How you doing? All right, here we go. 2 plus 2 minus 3 plus 2 minus 1 equals 2. Okay, one more. 3 plus 1 plus 0 plus 5 plus 2 equals 11. How'd you do? All right, did you do your speed drill yet? Don't forget to write how many you got correct and put that on the front. And if you have some stickers at home, if you did better than yesterday or the same, you know that you can get a sticker. Always try to be improving. If you're doing great and getting them all right every time, excellent. Keep up the good work with that too. Today we're going to talk about something that we talked about just a little bit the other day. Story problems that have some extra information. Now, it doesn't mean we don't want to know this part of the story. It just means that we don't need this part to be able to come up with our answer. So we are used to taking whatever numbers they give us, and the first number is usually what we add with, and if it's subtraction, then we write it down in the order that we see it. But we have to be prepared that sometimes they might give us some information that we don't need to be able to come up with the answer. So we got to start training our ears to listen to only the important facts. Okay, I'm going to read a story for you, and then we'll see if we can figure out what part was not needed. I'm going to read some story problems, and then we will be able to work on this together. Here we go. Tina picked 3 red roses, 4 red marigolds, and 2 yellow daisies. How many red flowers did Tina pick? All right, she said that there were 3 red roses and 4 red marigolds. Then she said there were 2 yellow daisies. For the question, she wants to know how many red flowers there were. So do we need to know that there were 2 yellow daisies? We don't. Excuse me. The only important information were the 3 red roses and the 4 red marigolds. 3 plus 4 is 7. That's how many red flowers Tina picked. All right, let's try another one. Switch my paper over here. Tanya went to spend the night at Grandma's. She brought 1 nightgown, 3 dolls, and 1 teddy bear. How many toys did Tanya bring? If we only want to count how many toys she brought, do we need to worry about the 1 nightgown? Nope, because that's not a toy. So let's add the toys. 3 dolls plus 1 teddy bear equals 4 toys. You getting the idea? All right, let's do one more. Alex saw 3 butterflies, 5 ladybugs, and 2 frogs. How many insects did Alex see? Well, a butterfly and a ladybug would be in the category of insects, but not a frog. So that's cool that she saw frogs, but we don't need that to figure up our answer. 3 butterflies plus 5 ladybugs equals 8 insects. So that is how that works. So what we're going to work on next is we're going to work on writing numbers. So if you could pause this and grab something to write with, maybe a dry erase board or some 3x5 cards or an empty piece of paper, I'm going to tell you how many digits in the hundreds, tens, and ones, and I want you to write that number. Okay, my first number for you is 729. 729. Now, I believe in your binder there is a paper that has your labels of hundreds, tens, and ones. So if you would like to grab that to use that as your paper, you could grab the paper that has the hundreds, the tens, and the ones, or you could just practice writing it normal. 729 is what that number should look like. Okay, let's do another one. The next number is 106. Write that number. 106. I'll write it on the board and then we will compare. 106 looks like this. 100, 0 tens, and 6 ones. If you wrote it like this, that would be 16. There are not any tens, but we have to put a 0 in the tens column to hold that spot. So 106 has to have a 0 in the tens column. Let's do another one. This number is 800. 800. Go ahead and write what you think. So for the number 800, how many hundreds are there? 8, right? And then there are 0 tens and 0 ones. So this is the number 800. My last one is a huge number. It's so big that we need a comma. Now, we haven't talked a whole lot about commas in numbers, but I think I mentioned it at one point. When we count starting in the ones column, starting over here, when we count 3 numbers, then we have to put a comma. This number is going to be past the hundreds column and it's going to go in the thousands column. So every 3 numbers needs a comma. My number is 1,000. So 1,000, you go ahead and try first. You try and see if you could put the comma where it goes. Okay? 1,000 is 1,000, 0 hundreds, 0 tens, and 0 ones. 1, 2, 3, comma. A comma lives in the downstairs. If it's up here, that's called an apostrophe, and we only have that in reading. So this is the number 1,000. It comes after 999, 1,000. Very good. On our workbook page today, we're going to do some practice with clocks and money. So go ahead and get out your workbook, page 277. Write your name on it, and I'll go over that with you in our next video.